Hello guys, welcome back. I know a lot in one day. Maybe I'll save this for tomorrow. Probably not, maybe. Um, I wanted to address something. I don't want to mention names, but I've watched somebody off and on for at least a year. And over time, they've gone from being a positive person, and I don't mean you have to be perky sunshine, I'm certainly not, but a positive person that said our gods love us and everything, to, I think they've reached the point of fancy dress atheist. And the only thing that bothered me about that is, be forthright with me. If you're going to claim to be a heathen or a pagan, you have to be forthright and say, well, I'm an atheist. I really don't believe in these gods. And they were doing a video on hell. They were pretty much teaching the opposite of every pagan teaching of any, pagan teacher you'll have. And they've done other videos as well, where I thought something happened. They must have really changed their outlook on life. As a Wiccan, nature is beautiful to me. She's beautiful in all of her glory, and she's beautiful with both life and death. Death is a natural part of life, and life comes from death. We all live because something died to nourish us, and in the end we will die, and the cycle continues. It's a beautiful part of life. Death is nothing to be scared of. It may not look pretty to some people, but it's nothing to be scared of. And if you're going around poking at dead corpses, maybe you need to have a talk with yourself of why, unless you're a medical examiner. And the person had a vast misunderstanding, in my personal experience, of hell. To me, she's the most beautiful goddess I work with. She's absolutely astoundingly beautiful. And she will choose whatever form she chooses with you. And I've never seen her as ugly. And this person kept saying horrible things about her. And I honestly thought, call Daddy's little princess ugly one more time. I dare you. I will see what's going to happen to you. I actually turned it off. I don't think the gods were upset, but I was insulted and offended as someone that works with hell and works with Lasanta and many underworld gods. I'm like, well, I didn't know the gods existed to be beautiful for you. But it was kind of fancy dress atheism is what it was. And that's fine if that's what makes you happy, float your vote. But we are pagans, or witches, or heathens, or whatever we call ourselves. We believe in our gods. And our gods are good to us. Our gods love us. We don't have to live in fear of our gods, which makes us very lucky indeed. There are millions of people going around taught that they have to be terrified of their god, and that this supposed all-loving god is going to punish them with eternal damnation if they don't do exactly as they're told. Our gods are not like that. Will they punish us? Yes, but in the here and now for the actions we just did, not, a karmic buildup or something. They punish within reason. It's not, cruelty. It's to actually help us learn and grow as people. And what do we have waiting on the other side? We don't know. That's the grand adventure. Some people think we have vast drinking halls. Hell's kingdom is said to be a beautiful paradise for those she calls to her. Other people believe they are going somewhere else. Some people believe we reincarnate. Some people believe that's it. Game over, nothing happens. The fun part is we don't find out till we die. I can tell you with the experience I've had with our gods, they have something for us. I don't think we're here by mistake. I don't think the universe is here by mistake. Some people find comfort in that notion, and more power to them, but I don't think we are. Our gods love us. Our gods love us too much to abandon us at death. Our gods love us too much to just leave us to our fates. We all have tough times. We all have times in our life that seem vastly unfair. We think the gods have abandoned us and they're punishing us. They're not. It's just the nature of life. Life is hard. And I wanted to remind you of that because it's unfortunate to see somebody go from understanding that life is not fair. I'm not saying life is always fair, but life is beautiful and you can find beauty in it. You can most definitely, as a witch, find beauty in nature, and you need not fear death. As a witch, you should never, ever, ever fear death. It is a part of life. It is a beautiful part of life. Hell is one of the most rewarding goddesses to work with. She's very sweet and kind with me. Everybody gets their portion accordingly. If you would want her more stern and majestic, that is what you would get. I talk baby talk to La Santa. You all know that. At her. I do the same thing to Hell, and they're very fond of it. I do it to Hecate or any other underworld god or goddess. They just bring out that very nurturing, warm part of me. Especially because most people fear them. I think a lot of us that have been outsiders at some point in our life do end up working with the underworld gods and goddesses because we have a kinship with them. We understand what it's like to be perceived as different, to be judged for whatever reason. And, you know, we all have a kinship with Hel. As, you know, Loki's beautiful daughter, you know, she's kin to us. So we should treat our kin well. We are not to, you know, disregard our kin because other people don't like them. That's just too bad. And I would seriously warn that, you know, our gods might love us, but I would not make fun of Hel or disparage Hel in Loki's presence. And you can take it as granted that Loki is always with you. So, yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Remember that our gods love us, but we have to treat them with love and kind. And if we are at a place where we fear death or we fear another aspect of a god, then that's when we have to do gentle work with them to work through that process. Death is nothing to fear. I've died already. My mother died several times during her lifetime. It's nothing to fear. It's nothing to fear. To me, it seems you end up where you think you're going to go, and that's as far as I know, and that's all I need to know. So, I hope you guys find comfort in this. It's always unfortunate to see someone, you know, sort of turn bitter towards the gods. I understand it. It's easy to get bitter with our gods when the world is not going our way, but, you know, there's still a lot of good in the world. So, if you guys like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe, and, you know, please remember, our gods will never abandon us. Our gods will never abandon us. Hell is nothing to fear. Death is nothing to fear. So, I hope this finds you well, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.